Early intervention refers to services and support given to young children who have developmental delays or disabilities. The goal is to help these children reach their full potential by providing assistance as early as possible. Key points. 1. Purpose. Early intervention aims to identify and address developmental issues early on. This can include problems with speech, movement, learning, or social skills. 2. Services offered. Services may include special education, therapy, and support for families. These services are tailored to meet the specific needs of each child. 3. Benefits. Research shows that early intervention can lead to better outcomes for children. It helps them develop skills they might struggle with and can improve their overall quality of life. 4. Family involvement. Parents and caregivers play an important role in early intervention. They are often involved in the planning and implementation of the services to ensure they support their child's growth effectively. 5. Team approach. Early intervention typically involves a team of professionals, such as doctors, therapists, and educators, who work together to help the child. In summary, early intervention is about providing help to young children with developmental challenges as soon as possible to give them the best chance to thrive. Education and learning. Education is the process of acquiring knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes through various methods, such as teaching, training, or research. It usually takes place in schools, colleges, or universities, but can also happen in everyday life through experiences and interactions. Key points about education. 1. Formal education. This type includes structured programs like kindergarten through high school and higher education at colleges and universities. It often follows a specific curriculum and is led by trained teachers. 2. Informal education. This occurs outside traditional classrooms. It includes learning from family, friends, books, media, and life experiences. It can be just as valuable as formal education. 3. Types of learning. Education can involve different types of learning, such as cognitive learning, gaining knowledge and understanding through thought, experience, and the senses. Emotional learning, developing skills related to emotions, like empathy and self-awareness. Social learning, learning through interacting with others and understanding social norms. 4. Lifelong learning. Education doesn't stop after formal schooling. Lifelong learning encourages individuals to continue learning throughout their lives, adapting to changes in society and the job market. 5. Importance of education. Education helps individuals develop critical thinking skills, make informed decisions, and improve their quality of life. It also plays a crucial role in personal and professional development. In summary, education is a broad process that encompasses various ways of learning and growing, helping individuals to acquire the knowledge and skills needed to navigate life effectively. Physical development. Physical development refers to the changes and growth that occur in a person's body over time. This includes the development of muscles, bones, coordination, and overall health. It is an important part of human development from infancy through adulthood. Key points about physical development. 1. Stages of development. Physical development occurs in stages. Infancy, rapid growth in height and weight, development of motor skills like crawling and walking. Childhood, continued growth, improvement in coordination, and increased strength. Children become more active and develop skills for playing sports. Adolescence, puberty begins, leading to significant physical changes such as growth spurts, development of sexual characteristics, and changes in body composition. Adulthood, physical growth slows down, but maintenance of health and fitness becomes important. Some individuals may experience physical decline as they age. 2. Motor skills. Physical development includes both gross motor skills and fine motor skills. Both are essential for everyday activities. 3. Influencing factors. Several factors influence physical development, including genetics, nutrition, physical activity, and environment. 4. Health and wellness. Good physical development is linked to overall health and well-being. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep are crucial for promoting healthy growth and development. 5. Importance of physical development. Physical development is vital because it supports other areas of growth, such as social and emotional development. Being physically active can boost confidence and help with stress management. In summary, physical development is about how our bodies grow and change over time, influenced by various factors and crucial for maintaining good health and overall well-being. Cognitive development. Cognitive development refers to the growth and changes in a person's ability to think, learn, and understand throughout their life. It involves how we process information, solve problems, and develop skills like reasoning and decision-making. Key points about cognitive development. 1. Stages of development. Cognitive development is often described in stages, particularly in the theories of psychologists like Jean Piaget. Sensorimotor stage. Infants learn about the world through their senses and actions, like touching and exploring. Pre-operational stage. Young children begin to use language and think symbolically, but their thinking is still intuitive and not yet logical. Concrete operational stage. Children start to think logically about concrete events and understand the concept of conservation. Formal operational stage. Adolescents develop the ability to think abstractly and reason about hypothetical situations. 2. Learning and memory. Cognitive development includes how we learn new information and how we remember it. It involves skills like attention, memory, and the ability to organize and retrieve information. 3. Problem-solving skills. As we develop cognitively, we improve our ability to solve problems. This includes identifying problems, generating solutions, and evaluating the effectiveness of those solutions. 4. Influencing factors. Several factors affect cognitive development, including genetics, environment, educational opportunities, and social interactions. Engaging with others, such as through conversations and collaborative activities, is especially important. 5. Importance of cognitive development. Cognitive development is crucial because it shapes how we understand the world, make decisions, and interact with others. Strong cognitive skills contribute to academic success and everyday functioning. In summary, cognitive development is about how our thinking and learning abilities grow and change from infancy to adulthood, influenced by various factors and essential for navigating life successfully. Emotional development. Emotional development refers to the way people learn to understand, express, and manage their emotions throughout their lives. It involves recognizing feelings in oneself and others, developing empathy, and learning how to cope with different emotional experiences. Key points about emotional development. 1. Stages of development. Emotional development occurs in stages, often aligned with the person's age. Infancy. Babies express basic emotions like joy, anger, and fear. They learn to bond with caregivers through love and comfort. Early childhood. Children begin to identify their feelings and the feelings of others. They start to develop empathy and can express emotions more clearly. Middle childhood. As children grow, they learn to manage their emotions better. They understand complex feelings like guilt and pride and can express emotions in socially acceptable ways. Adolescence. Teenagers experience intense emotions due to hormonal changes and social pressures. They work on understanding their identity and developing deeper relationships with others. 2. Self-regulation. A key aspect of emotional development is self-regulation, which is the ability to control one's emotions and behaviors. This includes calming oneself down when upset and expressing feelings appropriately. 3. Empathy. Emotional development involves developing empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. This helps build strong relationships and promotes social connections. 4. Influencing factors. Various factors influence emotional development, including family environment, social interactions, cultural background, and individual experiences. Supportive relationships with caregivers and peers are crucial for healthy emotional growth. 5. Importance of emotional development. Strong emotional development is important for overall well-being. It helps individuals navigate relationships, cope with stress, and make decisions. People with good emotional skills are often more resilient and better at handling life's challenges. In summary, emotional development is about how we learn to understand and manage our feelings and those of others as we grow, which is essential for building healthy relationships and achieving personal well-being. Social development. Social development refers to how individuals learn to interact with others, form relationships, and understand social norms throughout their lives. It involves the growth of social skills, the ability to communicate effectively, and the understanding of one's role in society. Key points about social development. 1. Stages of development. Social development occurs in stages, often reflecting a person's age. Infancy. Babies begin to bond with caregivers, showing attachment through smiles and coos. They learn to recognize familiar faces and respond to social cues. Early childhood. Young children start to play with others, developing basic social skills like sharing, taking turns, and cooperating. They begin to understand emotions and how to express them in social situations. Middle childhood. As children grow, they form friendships and work in groups. They learn to navigate social dynamics, such as peer pressure, and develop a sense of belonging. Adolescence. Teenagers experience deeper relationships and may face challenges like identity formation and social acceptance. This stage is crucial for developing independence and understanding complex social interactions. 2. Communication skills. Effective communication is a key part of social development. This includes verbal skills and nonverbal skills. 3. Empathy and understanding. Social development involves learning empathy, which is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. This helps individuals build strong, supportive relationships. 4. Influencing factors. Social development is influenced by various factors, including family, culture, and peers. Positive interactions with caregivers and friends can enhance social skills, while negative experiences can hinder development. 5. Importance of social development. Strong social skills are essential for personal and professional success. They help individuals work well with others, resolve conflicts, and create meaningful connections. Good social development contributes to overall well-being and happiness. In summary, social development is about how we learn to interact with others and navigate social situations, which is vital for building relationships and functioning effectively in society. Mental health. Mental health refers to our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act, and it plays a crucial role in how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Good mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood to adulthood. Key points about mental health. 1. Components of mental health. Mental health includes several aspects. Emotional well-being. This involves experiencing a range of emotions, understanding them, and coping with stress and challenges effectively. Psychological well-being. This relates to how we think about ourselves and the world around us. It includes having a positive self-image, self-esteem, and the ability to manage thoughts and feelings. Social well-being. This involves forming healthy relationships, communicating effectively, and feeling connected to others. 2. Common mental health issues. Mental health problems can affect anyone and include conditions like anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia. These conditions can impact daily life, relationships, and overall functioning. 3. Signs of poor mental health. Signs that someone may be struggling with their mental health can include persistent sadness or irritability, changes in appetite or sleep patterns, withdrawal from friends and activities, difficulty concentrating or making decisions, feelings of hopelessness or worthlessness. 4. Importance of mental health. Maintaining good mental health is essential for overall well-being. It affects our physical health, relationships, and productivity. Good mental health helps us cope with life's challenges and pursue our goals. 5. Seeking help. It's important to seek help if someone is struggling with their mental health. This can include talking to a trusted friend or family member, consulting a mental health professional, or accessing support resources. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and seeking help is a sign of strength. In summary, mental health encompasses our emotional, psychological, and social well-being, and it is vital for living a fulfilling and balanced life. Taking care of our mental health is essential for overall health and happiness. Well-being. Well-being refers to a state of being happy, healthy, and comfortable in life. It encompasses various aspects of a person's life, including physical health, mental health, emotional stability, and social connections. Achieving well-being means feeling good about oneself and having a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Key points about well-being. 1. Physical well-being. This aspect includes maintaining good health through regular exercise, a balanced diet, enough sleep, and avoiding harmful habits like smoking or excessive drinking. Physical well-being contributes to overall vitality and energy levels. 2. Mental well-being. Mental well-being involves having a positive mindset, managing stress, and coping with challenges effectively. It includes being able to think clearly, make decisions, and have a healthy outlook on life. 3. Emotional well-being. Emotional well-being is about understanding and managing one's emotions. It involves being aware of feelings, expressing them appropriately, and having resilience in the face of difficulties. Good emotional health allows individuals to experience a range of emotions while maintaining balance. 4. Social well-being. Social well-being refers to having supportive relationships and a sense of belonging. It includes connecting with family, friends, and community, which can provide emotional support and enhance happiness. 5. Work-life balance. Well-being also involves finding a balance between work, school, and personal life. Managing time effectively and making room for relaxation, hobbies, and social activities is important for maintaining well-being. 6. Importance of well-being. Achieving well-being is essential for leading a fulfilling life. It influences how we feel, how we interact with others, and how we handle challenges. When we prioritize our well-being, we are more likely to be productive, engaged, and satisfied with our lives. In summary, well-being is a holistic concept that includes physical, mental, emotional, and social health. It is about feeling good and functioning well in all areas of life, leading to a happier and more fulfilling existence. Success and failure. Success and failure are two important concepts that relate to achieving goals and facing challenges in life. Understanding both can help us grow and learn. Success. 1. Definition. Success is the achievement of goals or objectives that you set for yourself. It can be related to various areas of life, such as academics, career, relationships, or personal growth. 2. Personal meaning. Success means different things to different people. For some, it might mean getting good grades, landing a dream job, or starting a family. For others, it could mean being happy, fulfilled, or making a positive impact on others. 3. Characteristics. Successful people often show determination, hard work, and resilience. They set clear goals, stay focused, and are willing to learn from their experiences. 4. Celebrating success. It is important to celebrate achievements, no matter how big or small. Acknowledging success can motivate you to continue pursuing your goals. Failure. 1. Definition. Failure is the lack of success in achieving a goal or objective. It can feel discouraging, but it is a common part of life. 2. Learning opportunity. Failure can provide valuable lessons. Many successful people have experienced failure before achieving their goals. It teaches resilience, problem-solving, and adaptability. 3. Emotional impact. Experiencing failure can lead to feelings of disappointment, frustration, or sadness. However, how you respond to failure is important. It can either motivate you to try again or hold you back. 4. Growth mindset. Embracing a growth mindset means viewing failure as a stepping stone to success. It involves understanding that setbacks can lead to personal growth and improvement. Conclusion. In summary, success is about achieving your goals and finding fulfillment, while failure is a natural part of the journey that can provide important lessons. Both are essential for personal growth and development, and learning to navigate them can lead to a more meaningful and resilient life. Behavior. Behavior refers to the actions or reactions of an individual, usually in relation to their environment or other people. It encompasses everything we do, from how we act, speak, and respond to situations, to our habits and mannerisms. Key points about behavior. 1. Types of behavior. Observable behavior. This includes actions that can be seen, such as talking, walking, or eating. Internal behavior. This refers to thoughts and feelings that may not be visible to others but influence how we act. For example, feeling anxious about a test can affect how you perform. 2. Influencing factors. Many factors influence behavior, including biological factors. Genetics and brain chemistry can impact how we behave. For instance, some people may be more prone to anxiety or aggression. Environmental factors. Our surroundings, including family, culture, and social interactions, play a significant role in shaping our behavior. For example, being in a supportive environment can encourage positive behavior. Psychological factors. Personal experiences, beliefs, and emotions also affect behavior. For instance, past experiences can influence how we react to new situations. 3. Learning and behavior. Behavior can be learned through experiences and interactions. For example, reinforcement and punishment can shape behavior. Positive reinforcement encourages behaviors by providing rewards, while negative reinforcement discourages behaviors by applying consequences. 4. Social behavior. This refers to how we interact with others. It includes communication, cooperation, and conflict resolution. Social behavior is crucial for building relationships and navigating social situations. 5. Importance of understanding behavior. Recognizing and understanding behavior is important for personal development and improving relationships. It helps us identify patterns, manage emotions, and respond effectively to different situations. In summary, behavior is the way we act and respond to our environment and others. It is influenced by a combination of biological, environmental, and psychological factors, and understanding behavior can lead to better self-awareness and improved interactions in life. Reaction. A reaction is how someone responds to a specific situation, event, or stimulus. It can involve emotions, thoughts, or physical actions, and varies from person to person based on their experiences, personality, and the context of the situation. Key points about reaction. 1. Types of reactions. Emotional reactions. These are feelings that arise in response to something. For example, feeling happy when receiving good news or sad when experiencing a loss. Physical reactions. These involve bodily responses, such as jumping in surprise when scared or sweating when nervous. Behavioral reactions. These are the actions we take in response to an event, such as smiling when greeting a friend or arguing when upset. 2. Factors influencing reactions. Several factors can affect how we react to situations. Personality. Some people are naturally more calm and collected, while others may react more emotionally or impulsively. Past experiences. Previous experiences can shape how we respond. For example, someone who has had a negative experience with dogs may react fearfully when encountering a dog. Context. The environment and situation also matter. A person may react differently in a familiar setting compared to a new or stressful one. 3. Coping mechanisms. People develop different ways to cope with their reactions. Some may use positive strategies, like talking to friends or practicing mindfulness, while others might resort to negative behaviors, like avoidance or aggression. 4. Importance of understanding reactions. Being aware of our reactions can help us manage our feelings and behaviors better. It allows us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, improving our relationships and overall well-being. In summary, a reaction is the way we respond to events or stimuli, involving emotions, thoughts, and actions. Understanding our reactions can help us navigate life more effectively and improve our interactions with others. Response. A response is how a person reacts to a situation, question, or stimulus. It can be verbal or nonverbal and is influenced by a person's thoughts, feelings, and experiences. Responses can vary widely depending on the context and the individual. Key points about response. 1. Types of responses. Verbal responses. These are spoken or written replies. For example, answering a question in class or giving feedback during a discussion. Nonverbal responses. These include body language, facial expressions, and gestures. For instance, nodding your head to show agreement or frowning to express disapproval. 2. Influencing factors. Several factors can affect how we respond. Emotions. Our feelings at the moment can greatly influence our responses. If someone is happy, they might respond positively, while someone who is angry may react defensively. Context. The situation or environment plays a significant role. For example, how you respond to a friend in a private conversation might differ from how you respond in a public setting. Cultural background. Different cultures have varying norms about communication and behavior, which can shape responses. What is considered appropriate in one culture may not be in another. 3. Communication. Responses are a key part of communication. They help convey understanding, agreement, disagreement, or emotion. Effective responses can enhance conversations and relationships. 4. Importance of thoughtful responses. Taking time to consider your response can lead to better outcomes. Thoughtful responses can prevent misunderstandings, reduce conflicts, and foster positive interactions. In summary, a response is how we reply to a situation or stimulus, encompassing words, actions, and feelings. Understanding and managing our responses is important for effective communication and healthy relationships. Stimulus. A stimulus is anything that causes a reaction or response in an individual. It can be an event, object, or change in the environment that prompts us to think, feel, or act in a certain way. Stimuli can be external or internal. Key points about stimulus. 1. Types of stimuli. External stimuli. These come from the environment around us. For example, a loud noise can cause us to feel startled, or a bright light can make us squint. Other examples include smells, tastes, and visual images. Internal stimuli. These arise from within our bodies. For instance, hunger can stimulate feelings of desire for food, or a headache can prompt us to seek rest or medication. 2. Sensory receptors. Our senses detect stimuli. When we encounter a stimulus, our sensory receptors send signals to our brain, which interprets these signals and triggers a response. 3. Response to stimuli. The way we respond to a stimulus can vary. For example, the sound of a fire alarm might prompt someone to evacuate a building, while the smell of fresh cookies might make someone feel happy and nostalgic. 4. Importance of stimuli. Stimuli play a crucial role in our daily lives. They help us navigate our environment, learn new information, and react to changes around us. Understanding how stimuli affect us can improve our awareness and decision-making. In summary, a stimulus is anything that triggers a response in us, whether it comes from our environment or from within ourselves. Recognizing and understanding stimuli helps us interact with the world more effectively. Contingency. Contingency refers to a situation or event that may happen in the future, often depending on certain conditions or circumstances. It usually implies uncertainty and the possibility of different outcomes based on specific factors. Key points about contingency. 1. Definition. A contingency is an event or condition that might occur and could affect plans or decisions. For example, you might have a contingency plan for what to do if it rains on the day of an outdoor event. 2. Contingency plans. These are backup plans created to prepare for potential problems or unexpected situations. For instance, if you're organizing a picnic, a contingency plan might include having an indoor location ready in case of bad weather. 3. In psychology. In behavioral psychology, contingency can refer to the relationship between a behavior and its consequences. For example, if a student studies hard, the contingency might be receiving a good grade. In this context, the outcome depends on the behavior. 4. Importance. Understanding contingencies is important for effective planning and decision-making. It allows individuals or organizations to anticipate potential challenges and prepare solutions in advance, reducing stress and uncertainty. 5. Real-life examples. Common examples of contingencies include business contracts that include clauses for what happens if certain conditions are not met. Emergency plans for natural disasters, outlining steps to take if a disaster occurs. In summary, contingency refers to possible future events or conditions that can influence outcomes. Being aware of contingencies helps us prepare for the unexpected and make informed decisions. Depth and perspective. Depth and perspective are concepts that relate to how we perceive and understand things, whether in art, psychology, or everyday life. While they are distinct ideas, they often work together to give us a fuller understanding of a situation or an image. Depth. 1. Definition. Depth refers to the quality of being deep, which can apply to physical spaces, emotions, or ideas. It suggests a level of complexity or intensity beyond just the surface. 2. Physical depth. In a physical sense, depth can describe how far something extends from the front to the back. For example, a swimming pool has depth, which indicates how deep the water is. 3. Emotional depth. In emotional contexts, depth refers to the richness of feelings and experiences. Someone with emotional depth might have a profound understanding of their own feelings and those of others, leading to meaningful relationships. 4. Intellectual depth. This involves the complexity of thoughts and ideas. A subject with depth might require critical thinking and a nuanced understanding, such as philosophical concepts or intricate scientific theories. Perspective. 1. Definition. Perspective is the way we view or interpret things, influenced by our experiences, beliefs, and context. It shapes how we understand situations and can differ from person to person. 2. Visual perspective. In art, perspective refers to techniques used to create the illusion of depth and space on a flat surface. For instance, objects that are closer appear larger, while those farther away seem smaller. 3. Personal perspective. In everyday life, everyone has their own perspective based on their background, culture, and experiences. This means people can interpret the same situation differently. For example, two friends might have different perspectives on a disagreement based on their values and experiences. 4. Importance of perspective. Understanding different perspectives can enhance empathy and communication. It allows us to see things from other people's viewpoints, which can lead to better relationships and conflict resolution. Conclusion. In summary, depth refers to the complexity and richness of something, whether it's physical, emotional, or intellectual. Perspective relates to how we view and interpret things based on our individual experiences. Together, depth and perspective help us gain a more comprehensive understanding of the world around us. Ritual. A ritual is a set of actions or ceremonies that are performed in a specific way, often for a particular purpose or meaning. Rituals can be religious, cultural, or personal, and they often involve symbolic gestures, words, or objects. Key points about rituals. 1. Purpose. Rituals are often conducted to mark significant events, such as weddings, funerals, or religious ceremonies. They can help people connect to their beliefs, traditions, or community. 2. Structure. Rituals usually follow a specific sequence of actions or words, which can vary depending on the culture or tradition. For example, a wedding ritual might include exchanging vows and rings. 3. Meaning. Rituals often carry symbolic meanings that reflect the values and beliefs of a group. For instance, lighting candles may symbolize hope or remembrance in various cultures. 4. Community and identity. Participating in rituals can strengthen community bonds and individual identity. They provide a sense of belonging and continuity, helping people feel connected to their heritage. Social norms. Social norms are the unwritten rules and expectations that guide behavior in a society or group. They dictate what is considered acceptable or unacceptable in social situations. Key points about social norms. 1. Guidelines for behavior. Social norms help people understand how to act in various situations, such as greeting others, showing respect, or following dress codes. 2. Varies by culture. Norms can differ widely between cultures and communities. For example, personal space preferences may vary, with some cultures valuing close interactions while others prefer more distance. 3. Influence on behavior. People often follow social norms to fit in and be accepted by their peers. Violating these norms can lead to social disapproval or exclusion. 4. Changing norms. Social norms can evolve over time due to shifts in culture, values, or social movements. For instance, attitudes toward topics like marriage and gender roles have changed significantly in recent years. Cultural values. Cultural values are the beliefs and principles that are important to a specific group or society. They shape how people think, behave, and interact with one another. Key points about cultural values. 1. Foundation of culture. Cultural values provide the foundation for a group's identity and way of life. They influence traditions, customs, and social practices. 2. Examples. Common cultural values include respect for elders, emphasis on family, importance of education, and valuing individualism or collectivism. Different cultures prioritize different values based on their history and experiences. 3. Impact on behavior. Cultural values influence how people view success, relationships, and morality. For example, a culture that values teamwork may encourage collaboration and community support. 4. Transmission of values. Cultural values are passed down from generation to generation through education, storytelling, and socialization. They help maintain cultural identity and continuity. In summary, rituals are structured actions performed for specific purposes. Social norms are the unwritten rules guiding behavior, and cultural values are the beliefs that shape a group's identity and practices. Together, these concepts play a crucial role in how individuals interact within their communities and cultures. Identity. Identity refers to how a person defines themselves and what makes them unique. It encompasses various aspects, including personal characteristics, beliefs, values, experiences, and social roles. Key points about identity. 1. Self-concept. Identity includes how we see ourselves and how we believe others see us. This can involve traits like being outgoing, creative, or hardworking. 2. Social identity. Our identity can also be shaped by the groups we belong to, such as our nationality, religion, ethnicity, and social circles. These aspects influence how we relate to others and how we are perceived in society. 3. Personal growth. Identity can evolve over time as we go through different life experiences, challenges, and changes. For example, moving to a new city or starting a new job can influence how we view ourselves. 4. Importance. Understanding our identity helps us make choices, form relationships, and find our place in the world. It contributes to our sense of belonging and self-worth. Awareness. Awareness refers to the state of being conscious of and able to understand what is happening around us and within ourselves. It involves recognizing our thoughts, feelings, and the environment. Key points about awareness. 1. Self-awareness. This is the ability to recognize and understand our own emotions, strengths, weaknesses, and values. Self-awareness helps us make informed decisions and improves our relationships. 2. Social awareness. This involves understanding the feelings and perspectives of others, as well as being aware of social dynamics and cultural contexts. It enables us to empathize and communicate effectively. 3. Situational awareness. This refers to being aware of our surroundings and the context we are in. It helps us respond appropriately to situations, such as staying safe in a crowded place. 4. Benefits. Increased awareness can lead to personal growth, better decision-making, and improved relationships. It allows us to be more mindful and present in our daily lives. Will. Will refers to the mental capacity to make choices, decisions, and take actions based on desires, intentions, or goals. It is often associated with determination and self-control. Key points about will. 1. Personal agency. Will represents our ability to act independently and make choices that align with our values and goals. It reflects our autonomy in decision-making. 2. Determination. Strong will is often shown through perseverance and the ability to stick to goals despite challenges or setbacks. It involves commitment and motivation. 3. Self-control. Will also relates to self-discipline, which is the ability to resist impulses and distractions in order to achieve long-term objectives. For example, resisting the urge to procrastinate on studying for an exam. 4. Importance. Willpower is essential for achieving goals and overcoming obstacles. Cultivating a strong will can lead to greater success in personal and professional life. In summary, identity is about how we define ourselves and our uniqueness. Awareness relates to our understanding of ourselves and our surroundings, and will refers to our ability to make choices and take action based on our intentions and goals. Each of these concepts plays a crucial role in shaping who we are and how we interact with the world. Intention. Intention refers to a person's purpose or goal behind their actions. It is what someone aims to achieve when they decide to do something. Intentions can be conscious or unconscious, and they guide our behavior. Key points about intention. 1. Purposeful action. When we have an intention, we are motivated to act in a certain way to reach a specific outcome. For example, if you intend to study for an exam, your actions will be focused on learning the material. 2. Influence on behavior. Intentions can shape our choices and how we interact with others. A person who intends to help someone in need may go out of their way to offer assistance. 3. Setting goals. Having clear intentions is important for setting and achieving goals. It helps us focus our efforts and make decisions that align with what we want to accomplish. 4. Reflection. Being aware of your intentions can improve self-understanding and personal growth. It allows you to evaluate if your actions align with your values and aspirations. Perception. Perception is the process of interpreting and making sense of the information we receive from our senses. It involves how we see, hear, taste, touch, and smell things, and how we understand what those sensations mean. Key points about perception. 1. Sensory input. Our senses gather information from the environment, such as sights, sounds, and smells. For example, seeing a bright light or hearing a loud noise. 2. Interpretation. Perception is not just about sensing. It also involves interpreting what we sense. Different people may perceive the same situation differently based on their experiences and beliefs. For instance, one person might find a song uplifting while another finds it sad. 3. Influences on perception. Factors like culture, past experiences, and emotions can shape how we perceive things. Our background can lead us to interpret situations in unique ways. 4. Importance. Understanding perception is crucial because it affects how we react to the world. Misunderstandings can arise from different perceptions, so being aware of this can improve communication and relationships. Attention. Attention is the mental focus we give to specific information or tasks while ignoring other distractions. It determines what we notice in our environment and how we process information. Key points about attention. 1. Selective focus. Attention allows us to concentrate on particular things, such as listening to a lecture while ignoring background noise. This helps us learn and engage with important information. 2. Types of attention. There are different types of attention, including sustained attention, maintaining focus on a task for an extended period. Selective attention, focusing on specific information while filtering out distractions. Divided attention, trying to pay attention to multiple tasks at once, like texting while watching TV. 3. Limits of attention. Our attention span is limited, meaning we can only focus on a certain amount of information at a time. This is why multitasking can lead to mistakes. 4. Importance. Good attention is essential for learning, problem-solving, and effective communication. Improving attention skills can enhance academic and professional performance. Memory. Memory is the ability to store, retain, and recall information and experiences from the past. It is how we remember things, such as facts, events, and skills. Key points about memory. 1. Types of memory. There are several types of memory, including short-term memory, holds information for a brief period, usually seconds to minutes. For example, remembering a phone number long enough to dial it. Long-term memory stores information for a longer duration, from days to a lifetime. This includes facts, experiences, and skills. 2. Memory processes. Memory involves three main processes. Encoding, the process of converting information into a form that can be stored. Storage, keeping the encoded information in the brain for future use. Retrieval, accessing and recalling stored information when needed. 3. Influences on memory. Factors such as attention, emotions, and repetition can affect how well we remember things. For example, we are more likely to remember events tied to strong emotions. 4. Importance. Memory is crucial for learning and functioning in daily life. It allows us to build knowledge, share experiences, and develop skills. In summary, intention is the purpose behind our actions. Perception is how we interpret sensory information. Attention is our focus on specific tasks or information, and memory is the ability to store and recall experiences. Each of these concepts plays an essential role in how we understand and interact with the world around us. Language. Language is a system of communication that uses symbols, sounds, gestures, or written words to convey meaning. It allows people to express their thoughts, feelings, and ideas, and to share information with others. Key points about language. 1. Types of language. Language can be spoken, written, or signed. Each type has its own rules and structure. 2. Components. Language consists of several components, including vocabulary, grammar, and syntax. 3. Functions. Language serves various functions, such as informing, persuading, expressing emotions, and building relationships. It helps us communicate complex ideas and connect with others. 4. Cultural influence. Language is deeply connected to culture. Different cultures have unique languages and dialects, reflecting their values, traditions, and ways of thinking. Thought. Thought refers to the mental process of considering, reasoning, and reflecting on ideas or information. It involves the use of our cognitive abilities to understand and analyze situations. Key points about thought. 1. Types of thought. There are different types of thought processes, including concrete thinking, focusing on specific, tangible ideas or facts. Abstract thinking, considering concepts and ideas that are not immediately visible, such as theories or philosophies. 2. Creative thinking. This involves thinking outside the box to come up with new ideas or solutions. It allows for innovation and original thought. 3. Critical thinking. This type of thinking involves analyzing information, questioning assumptions, and evaluating evidence to make informed decisions. 4. Influence of thought. Our thoughts shape our perceptions, beliefs, and behaviors. Positive thinking can lead to better outcomes, while negative thinking can create obstacles. Reasoning. Reasoning is the mental process of drawing conclusions, making inferences, and forming judgments based on information and evidence. It involves logical thinking and the ability to connect ideas. Key points about reasoning. 1. Types of reasoning. Deductive reasoning, starting with general principles to reach a specific conclusion. For example, if all humans are mortal and Socrates is human, then Socrates is mortal. Inductive reasoning, making generalizations based on specific observations. For example, noticing that the sun rises every morning and concluding that it will rise again tomorrow. 2. Logical structure. Effective reasoning relies on a clear structure and sound arguments. It helps us evaluate information and make decisions based on evidence. 3. Importance. Good reasoning skills are essential for problem solving, decision making, and effective communication. They allow us to navigate complex situations and understand different viewpoints. 4. Influences on reasoning. Our reasoning can be influenced by biases, emotions, and prior knowledge. Being aware of these influences can help us think more clearly and objectively. Problem solving. Problem solving is the process of identifying a challenge or issue and finding a solution to overcome it. It involves using critical thinking, reasoning, and creativity to address obstacles. Key points about problem solving. 1. Steps in problem solving. Identifying the problem, recognizing and defining the issue that needs to be addressed. Generating solutions, brainstorming possible ways to solve the problem. Evaluating options, analyzing the pros and cons of each solution to determine the best course of action. Implementing the solution, putting the chosen solution into action. Reviewing the outcome, assessing the effectiveness of the solution and making adjustments if necessary. 2. Types of problems. Problems can be simple or complex. Different problems may require different approaches. 3. Creative and critical thinking. Effective problem solving often involves both creative thinking and critical thinking. 4. Importance. Strong problem solving skills are valuable in everyday life, academics, and the workplace. They enable us to navigate challenges and make informed decisions. In summary, language is a system for communication. Thought is the mental process of considering ideas. Reasoning is the ability to draw conclusions and make judgments, and problem solving is the process of finding solutions to challenges. Each of these concepts plays a crucial role in how we think, communicate, and interact with the world. Creativity. Creativity is the ability to think of new ideas, solutions, or artistic expressions. It involves using imagination and originality to create something unique or to solve problems in innovative ways. Key points about creativity. 1. Forms of creativity. Creativity can manifest in various forms, such as art, music, writing, problem-solving, and scientific discoveries. It's not limited to traditional artistic fields. Anyone can be creative in their own way. 2. Process. Creative thinking often involves brainstorming, exploring different perspectives, and taking risks. It requires an open mind and a willingness to experiment. 3. Importance. Creativity is valuable in many areas of life, including personal expression, academic pursuits, and professional innovation. It helps individuals adapt to challenges and find new opportunities. 4. Nurturing creativity. Creativity can be developed and encouraged through practice, exploration, and a supportive environment that allows for free thinking. Skills. Skills are the abilities that we develop through practice and experience. They can be specific to certain tasks or more general, and they help us perform various activities effectively. Key points about skills. 1. Types of skills. Hard skills. These are specific, teachable abilities like coding, writing, or operating machinery. They are often measurable and can be learned through education or training. Soft skills. These include interpersonal skills, communication, teamwork, and problem-solving abilities. They are more related to how we interact with others and our overall attitude. 2. Development. Skills are developed over time through practice, education, and experience. The more we practice a skill, the better we become at it. 3. Importance. Having a diverse set of skills enhances employability and effectiveness in various areas of life. Skills are essential for achieving personal and professional goals. 4. Lifelong learning. Continually learning and improving our skills is important in a rapidly changing world. It helps us adapt to new challenges and opportunities. Talents. Talents are natural abilities or aptitudes that individuals possess, often without extensive training or practice. They can be innate qualities that make certain activities easier for some people. Key points about talents. 1. Natural gifts. Talents can include abilities in music, sports, art, mathematics, or language. For example, someone might have a talent for playing an instrument or a knack for solving puzzles. 2. Recognition. Talents are often recognized at an early age and can be developed into skills through practice and learning. 3. Importance. Identifying and nurturing talents can lead to personal fulfillment and success in specific fields. Talents can provide a sense of purpose and passion. 4. Combining talents and skills. While talents are natural, skills are developed. Combining both can lead to greater achievements, especially when pursuing a career or hobby. Learning difficulties. Learning difficulties are challenges that affect a person's ability to learn and process information. These difficulties can impact academic performance, but do not reflect a person's overall intelligence. Key points about learning difficulties. 1. Types. Common learning difficulties include dyslexia, dyscalculia, and ADHD, which can affect focus and organization. 2. Impact. Learning difficulties can make it harder for individuals to understand and retain information, which can affect school performance and self-esteem. 3. Support. With appropriate support and accommodations, individuals with learning difficulties can succeed in their education and daily life. This may include specialized teaching methods or tools. 4. Awareness. Understanding learning difficulties is important for creating supportive environments, whether at school or home. Intellectual disabilities. Intellectual disabilities refer to conditions that affect a person's cognitive abilities and adaptive behavior. This means they may have challenges with learning, reasoning, and everyday functioning. Key points about intellectual disabilities. 1. Characteristics. Individuals with intellectual disabilities may have difficulty with problem-solving, communication, and social skills. Their intellectual functioning is typically below average. 2. Variety. Intellectual disabilities can vary in severity from mild to profound, affecting individuals differently. Some may need extensive support, while others can live independently with minimal assistance. 3. Causes. Causes can include genetic factors, environmental influences, and complications during pregnancy or birth. Early intervention and support can improve outcomes. 4. Support and inclusion. With proper support, individuals with intellectual disabilities can lead fulfilling lives and contribute to their communities. Inclusion in educational and social settings is essential for their development. Developmental disorders. Developmental disorders are a group of conditions that affect a person's development, including physical, cognitive, and social skills. These disorders can impact various aspects of functioning. Key points about developmental disorders. 1. Types. Common developmental disorders include autism spectrum disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and speech or language disorders. 2. Impact on development. These disorders can affect how individuals learn, communicate, and interact with others. They may also influence behavior and emotional regulation. 3. Early diagnosis. Early identification and intervention are crucial for addressing developmental disorders. Support services can help individuals develop skills and improve functioning. 4. Support systems. Families, educators, and healthcare providers play a vital role in supporting individuals with developmental disorders. Creating inclusive environments fosters growth and development. In summary, creativity is the ability to generate new ideas. Skills are developed abilities, talents are natural aptitudes. Learning difficulties are challenges in processing information. Intellectual disabilities affect cognitive functioning, and developmental disorders influence overall development. Each of these concepts is important for understanding individual differences and supporting personal growth. Psychiatric disorders. Psychiatric disorders are mental health conditions that affect a person's thinking, mood, behavior, and overall functioning. These disorders can interfere with daily life and can range from mild to severe. Key points about psychiatric disorders. 1. Types. Common psychiatric disorders include depression, anxiety disorders, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and obsessive-compulsive disorder. Each disorder has its own symptoms and challenges. 2. Symptoms. Symptoms can vary widely but may include changes in mood, difficulty concentrating, changes in sleep patterns, or withdrawal from social activities. 3. Diagnosis. Psychiatric disorders are diagnosed by mental health professionals based on specific criteria outlined in manuals like the DSM-5. 4. Treatment. Treatments often include therapy, medication, or a combination of both. Early intervention and support are crucial for managing these disorders effectively. Genetic factors. Genetic factors are the inherited traits and characteristics passed down from parents to their children through genes. These factors can influence a person's physical and mental health. Key points about genetic factors. 1. Inheritance. Some psychiatric disorders have a genetic component, meaning they can run in families. For example, individuals with a family history of depression may be more likely to experience it themselves. 2. Gene-environment interaction. Genetic factors can interact with environmental influences, meaning that a person's genes may increase their risk of developing a disorder when combined with certain life experiences. 3. Research. Ongoing research seeks to understand the specific genes involved in mental health conditions and how they affect brain function and behavior. 4. Limitations. While genetics can play a significant role, they're not the sole cause of psychiatric disorders. Environmental and other factors also contribute. Environmental factors. Environmental factors are the external conditions and influences that can affect a person's mental and physical health. These factors include everything from living conditions to life experiences. Key points about environmental factors. 1. Examples. Environmental factors can include exposure to trauma, stress, family dynamics, socioeconomic status, and access to healthcare. 2. Impact on health. Negative environmental factors, such as living in a stressful or abusive environment, can increase the risk of developing psychiatric disorders. 3. Supportive environments. Conversely, positive environments with strong support systems, healthy relationships, and access to resources can promote mental well-being and recovery. 4. Adaptation. People can adapt to their environments, and understanding these factors can help in developing effective treatment and support strategies. Chemical factors. Chemical factors refer to the balance of neurotransmitters and hormones in the brain that affect mood, behavior, and mental health. These chemicals play a crucial role in how we think and feel. Key points about chemical factors. 1. Neurotransmitters. Chemicals like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine are neurotransmitters that help transmit messages between nerve cells. An imbalance in these chemicals can contribute to psychiatric disorders. 2. Hormones. Hormonal changes, such as those that occur during puberty, pregnancy, or menopause, can also influence mood and behavior, potentially leading to mental health issues. 3. Medication. Many psychiatric disorders are treated with medications that help restore chemical balance in the brain, improving symptoms and overall functioning. 4. Biological basis. Understanding chemical factors provides insight into the biological basis of mental health conditions and highlights the importance of biological treatments. Biological factors. Biological factors encompass the physical and physiological aspects that influence a person's mental health, including genetics, brain structure, and chemistry. Key points about biological factors. 1. Brain function. The structure and function of the brain can affect mood and behavior. Abnormalities in certain areas of the brain may be linked to psychiatric disorders. 2. Genetics. As mentioned earlier, genetic predispositions play a key role in determining vulnerability to mental health conditions. 3. Physical health. Overall physical health, including nutrition, exercise, and chronic illnesses, can also impact mental well-being. 4. Interaction with other factors. Biological factors often interact with environmental and psychological factors, creating a complex web that influences mental health. Psychological factors. Psychological factors relate to a person's mental processes, including thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. These factors can significantly influence mental health. Key points about psychological factors. 1. Cognitive patterns. Negative thought patterns, such as catastrophizing or all-or-nothing thinking, can contribute to mental health issues like anxiety and depression. 2. Emotional regulation. How well a person manages their emotions can impact their mental health. Difficulty in regulating emotions may lead to increased stress and emotional distress. 3. Personality traits. Certain personality traits, such as being overly anxious or perfectionistic, can increase the risk of developing psychiatric disorders. 4. Therapy. Psychological factors are often addressed in therapy, where individuals can learn to change negative thought patterns and develop coping strategies. Social factors. Social factors are the influences that arise from a person's interactions and relationships with others. These factors can play a significant role in mental health. Key points about social factors. 1. Support systems. Strong social support from family, friends, and community can enhance mental well-being and help individuals cope with stress. 2. Social isolation. Conversely, social isolation and loneliness can increase the risk of developing mental health issues, as human connection is essential for emotional health. 3. Cultural expectations. Social factors also include societal norms and expectations, which can influence how individuals perceive themselves and their mental health. 4. Access to resources. Social factors can affect access to mental health resources, including healthcare, therapy, and support groups, impacting overall mental health outcomes. Cultural factors. Cultural factors are the beliefs, values, and practices that shape a person's worldview and behavior. These factors can significantly influence mental health and the way individuals experience and express psychological distress. Key points about cultural factors. 1. Cultural beliefs. Different cultures have varying beliefs about mental health, which can affect how individuals understand and seek help for psychiatric disorders. 2. Stigma. Cultural stigma surrounding mental health can deter individuals from seeking treatment, leading to untreated mental health issues. 3. Coping mechanisms. Cultural practices and traditions can provide coping mechanisms and support for mental health, such as community rituals or family gatherings. 4. Cultural competence. Mental health professionals need to be culturally competent to provide effective care that respects diverse backgrounds and perspectives. Spiritual factors. Spiritual factors refer to a person's beliefs and values related to spirituality or religion, which can influence their mental health and coping strategies. Key points about spiritual factors. 1. Meaning and purpose. Spiritual beliefs can provide individuals with a sense of meaning and purpose in life, which can enhance mental well-being. 2. Coping mechanisms. Many people turn to their spiritual beliefs for comfort and guidance during difficult times, helping them cope with stress or loss. 3. Community support. Religious or spiritual communities can offer social support, which is important for mental health. Being part of a community can reduce feelings of isolation. 4. Therapeutic integration. Some mental health treatments incorporate spiritual or religious beliefs, recognizing their importance in individuals' lives. Historical factors. Historical factors involve the influence of past events and societal changes on an individual's or community's mental health and well-being. These factors can shape attitudes and beliefs about mental health. Key points about historical factors. 1. Cultural history. Historical events, such as wars, colonization, or social movements, can impact the collective mental health of communities and influence current attitudes toward mental health. 2. Evolution of mental health understanding. Over time, the understanding and treatment of mental health issues have changed. Historical perspectives can affect how current generations view and address mental health. 3. Intergenerational trauma. Historical trauma, such as that experienced by marginalized communities, can have lasting effects on mental health across generations. 4. Contextual awareness. Understanding historical factors is important for mental health